Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Aggies looking to run some tempo here.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Looking for a deep completion. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game, you take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
And the Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Breaking tackles. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
It's third down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. No chance to catch him. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return decides to signal fair catch. Comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they heave it deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
He's running out of time here. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down. Comes up short. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Rifles this football to the left. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Trying to extend the play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
I mean, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 16, set to kick this one away.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Bringing pressure. Receiver makes the catch. The Aggies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Okay, it's third down after that run. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looks to the left, pass caught. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
They look to throw it here on second down. Snags the quick throw. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down. He just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield, because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
On first down, it's play action. The pass rush closing in. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. And he drops back in the gun. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
He finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 14, Texas A&M 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play.
Get set.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Defense is coming after him. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Field goal tried, no good. Still losing by 14 after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 45. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Quick throw to the left. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Number 5.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the defense brings him down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Shotgun formation here on third down. That's a bullet over the middle. And is intercepted. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, Michigan. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. Gets some space around the 30. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And the Aggies come up with a line in the hurry-up.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. Oh, and he's got some space here. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Using his legs on the scramble. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime.
Ready.
1st and 10 now for the offense.
Moves.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle, but first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the defense says not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Number 26 in the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes this a 35-zip game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. This return. One more play before they head to the locker room. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the Hams team able to recover the football.
Trying it onside to start the 3rd with the lead. It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Michigan. And this one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Offense trots that onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Ball handed off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
That's a big hit at the end, but they earned a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
An inside give now from the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. And the Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Receiver makes the grab. Big gain across midfield down near the 30-yard line. And the Aggies begin to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion's probably the best result he could have hoped for.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This quick kick picked up by one of the blockers. They stop him at the 42, but that's a good job by the return team.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He shreds the tackle.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Boy, 3rd and 1, and they decide to throw the football. The defense was not surprised at all. They catch a break, come up with a sack.
The offense will go for it on this 4th down near midfield.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. Lets it go quickly. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond.
That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
So 2nd down after the incompletion.
Green 25.
And he'll set up to throw. Running back has it on the screen now. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. The Aggies come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be?
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws a bullet to the right. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Back to throw again. Pressure is coming. He's escaping the pocket now. Going to try to use his legs here. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this. Puts so much pressure on this defense.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape and is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42. Set of downs after that completion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Tackle is made at the 43. Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his back. Catch made on the left side. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. And the ball to the ground. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. At the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. On the scoop and score.
The big fella takes it all the way back for a touchdown. I mean, this linebacker's been hitting people all day. Gets to show what he can do when he gets his hands on the football. I remember this guy played running back in high school. He hasn't had his hands on the football in a long time, but clearly remembers what to do with it after he picks up that fumble.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Offense is back on the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. And the same runner's got it again. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
On third and short, they hand the ball off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. It seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? The defense showing blitz here. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He bought some time, now lets it go. He's got it, enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he's able to do.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looks left and finds his target there. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
14.
The kickoff will be returned. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
See if they can punch it in. It's first and goal.
Green 25.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And now here comes the point after attempt.
On for the extra point.
Oh, he's missed it. Extra point is no good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kickoff.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got it. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Bringing pressure. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. You can't do that. That's an illegal forward pass. It'll cost him 5 yards. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead. And I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Now they're going to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw yet again. Catch made on the right side. It's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense adds 6 points.
How about that for this defense? I don't know about you. I might move this guy over to the offensive side. This guy picks up this fumble and shows you not only speed, but what to do with the football. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Michigan 62, Texas A&M 14.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. The pass rush closing in. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk? He'll take a deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.